Okay guys, so I'm gonna get on to my Pennywise makeup look. So when I originally did the Pennywise look, I did it with white face paint. But I had loads of different trouble with that, and although it looks good on my Instagram picture, which I'll show you here, and I'll leave a link to in the description so you can go check that out better, I used the white face paint, but obviously I had some trouble with it because if I made a little mistake, it was so difficult to reapply white face paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up a bit, and I'm going to use my palest foundation that I have, and that is the Kat Von D Lock It foundation. So this is in the colour Light 42 Neutral, and this is what I'm going to be using because this is my palest foundation. It's the same colour as my skin, but my skin's gone a bit, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to use that. So first what I'm going to do is just moisturise my face and put some pore filler in. So I've really been loving using bio oil because it stops my skin from drying out. So I'm just going to put some of this all over my face. Next, I'm just going to put on the Fab Pore 3-in-1 Oil Control Serum by Soap & Glory. I love this. So this just primes my face. I've already got black marks on my finger. So you don't need a lot, just a little bit. Just apply. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just let that dry in, but before I do that, I'm actually going to do my brows. Now I know Pennywise's brows are really you can't really see them and they're really thin, but I just have not mastered the Pennywise eyebrows, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do my normal brows. Now Pennywise's flick up here, but I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to put that out there now. I can't do that. So I'm going to use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil Crayon in the colour Auburn. No, it's not, in the colour Ash Brown, to just, you know, give it shape, and then I'll fill them in. For me, Pennywise is like probably the best beginner look to do, because it's basically just white face paint and then the red. So yeah, but then now I'm just going to fill out these eyebrows using my NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade and my double-ended brow brush in number 18. And also, it doesn't matter if they're messy because it's Pennywise. So there's my eyebrows sorted. Okay, so now I'm going to get on to the main attraction, and that is Pennywise's complexion. So I'm going to take my Kat Von D foundation, because the only other foundation that is really pale on me is my Fenty Beauty one, but this one has a better coverage on the skin. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D one, and you don't even need that many. So I'm just going to put some squirts on my finger and apply them to my face. So obviously, I'm not going to be white like Pennywise is. I'm going to be a bit more, I don't know, what would you say, tanned. Because obviously this isn't like white foundation, it's more of a, you know, it's got some tint in it, okay? So then what I'm going to do is take my beauty blender and I'm going to just dab it all in. So as you can see just from that how pale my face is actually going, because I do have a lot of red on my face and this sort of like makes it really pale. So that's why I'm using this foundation now instead of the face paint. Also, it's easier to get off, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that is the foundation done. As you can see, it is super pale. Okay, so I'm just going to throw this out there. The foundation doesn't have to be perfect, because if you look at pictures of Pennywise, you can see that his like face paint is a bit like crusty and cracked in places. So even if your foundation doesn't look right, it's fine because it just adds to the texture. So what I'm going to do after I've done this foundation is I'm just going to apply some powder just to set it. So the powder I'm going to use is the Collection Pressed Powder, which has nearly run out now. And this is just in the colour Ivory. You could use a translucent powder, but this is the only one I've got at the moment. And then I'm just going to take my NYX brush in the number 02 and just apply. Okay, so this is going to seem really weird, but what I'm going to do is apply a setting spray before I use the face paint to do the lip colour and the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use my Slick Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray because this is oil control and I do get really oily. So give it a shake and then let that dry. Okay, so next I'm going to go on to doing the eyes, and Pennywise has black eyeshadow on his eyes, so I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Smoky Palette, and I'm just going to use one of the colours in here which is called Black Market. Now it does have a sort of like blue tint to it, but you can't really see it, and I'm also going to use the brush that comes with the palette. So using this one here, how devastating is that? This one completely smashed. Oh well. So I'm just going to use this and I'm going to apply it to my eyelid, just all over. Again, this doesn't have to look perfect because, like I said before, Pennywise is the best beginner's makeup to do because it's pretty simple, and if you mess up, it doesn't matter because he doesn't have like a perfect look to begin with. I'm just going to keep applying that to my eyeball. Well, not to my eyeball because that would hurt. And then I'm just going to do the other eye. Then what I'm going to do is just swap it around and I'm going to do my under eye with the same colour. Okay, so this is what my eyes look like. As you can see, they're not clean and tidy at all. But like I said, none of that matters. Okay, so next we're going to go on to the main attraction of Pennywise, which is his red markings here and to his lips. So what I'm using is the Revolution SFX palette. This is one of the greatest palettes for Halloween ever. So it just has every colour you need really, except for orange. I do need an orange, but what we need is these two reds here. So this red is more of a pink. And this one is more of like a blood colour because I think that one is the colour Aged Blood. So this is fresh blood, this is aged blood. I like how it tells you what they are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the dark one. I'm going to use the dark one, and then all I'm going to do is just apply this here, and then I'm going to curve it up and do the same on this side. So if I go quiet, I apologise because I'll probably make a mistake doing this. So they're not identical on either side. I'm very aware. So then all you need to do is just clean them out then. And then he has it on the eyes and also up here. So I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna try and keep in line, which is very, very difficult. Don't worry if you completely mess this up because I basically have. So what I'm going to do is leave the lips to last. What I'm going to do is Pennywise's red nose because it's typical clown look. So using the same colour, this one here, I'm going to just do it to not the whole nose, just the nostril bit and to about there. So So I'm just gonna tidy that up now. You know, it's Halloween. Who's judging? People are just gonna be scared of you because they're gonna think, you know, you're gonna drive them down the drain and eat their arm. Poor Georgie. Did anyone else get really upset that Georgie died in the film? Because I did. I was like, no, Georgie, come back. Don't let Pennywise win. Okay, and then finally to the best part is the lips. So I'm gonna just overdraw the lips a tiny bit, using the same thing and the same brush because why not? Yeah, so I'll start on the bottom one. So the bottom lip is drawn, and then I'm just going to do the top one here. Then once that's done, I'm just going to fill it in with exactly the same colour that I've been using. Okay guys, so that is my Pennywise face paint look. So it is a bit different than the picture, which is here, but that is because I've used normal foundation this time. This foundation is still really pale, and this is sort of like if you didn't want to wear face paint or you couldn't wear face paint, you could use a foundation, and I'd advise to use the Kat Von D one in a paler shade to what your skin colour is. It's expensive, but then you could always use maybe the lightest colour in Rimmel. If you can get a really pale foundation, then you can use that for your look. But this is my Pennywise look. So now all you need to do is find yourself a Georgie in a yellow coat and a red balloon and go chasing people out in Halloween. I'm not going to spray paint my hair orange, and I don't have a wig that's orange because, you know, but I do have to go to uni after doing this video, so I have to take all this off now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little Pennywise tutorial. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and join me again for another Halloween video. Next time we're doing the Joker from Suicide Squad, so make sure you come back and make sure you subscribe so you know when it appears, and I'll see you very soon. So happy Halloween, and you'll float too. Bye!